Amid his Sean Diddy Combs has some beef with 50 Cent. Amid his legal troubles, Combs has taken aim at the rapper as well as Netflix for the 50 Cent produced documentary Sean Combs: The Reckoning. A spokesperson for Combs said in a December 1st statement to Variety after Good Morning America aired a teaser, Netflix's so-called documentary is a shameful hit piece. Netflix relied on stolen footage that was never authorized for release. As Netflix and CEO Ted Sarandos know, Mr. Combs has been amassing footage since he was 19 to tell his own story in his own way. It was fundamentally unfair and illegal for Netflix to misappropriate that work. The statement continued, Netflix is plainly desperate to sensationalize every minute of Mr. Combs' life without regard for the truth in order to capitalize on a never-ending media frenzy. If Netflix cared about truth or about Mr. Combs' legal rights, it would not be ripping private footage out of context, including conversations with his lawyers that were never intended for public viewing. No rights in that material were ever transferred to Netflix or any third party. However, the team behind the documentary slams the notion that they are using stolen footage, with director Alexandria Stapleton telling Variety, "It came to us, we obtained the footage legally and have the necessary rights. We moved heaven and earth to keep the filmmaker's identity confidential." Stapleton adds, "One thing about Sean Combs is that he's always filming himself, and it's been an obsession throughout the decades. We also reached out to Sean Combs' legal team for an interview and comment multiple times, but did not hear back." Beyond just the footage, Combs' spokesperson also took aim at 50 Cent, whose real name is Curtis Jackson. The statement read, "It is equally staggering that Netflix handed creative control to Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, a longtime adversary with a personal vendetta who has spent too much time slandering Mr. Combs." The statement concluded, "Beyond the legal issues, this is a personal breach of trust. Mr. Combs has long respected Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos and admired the legacy of music exec Clarence Avant. For Netflix to give his life story to someone who has publicly attacked him for decades feels like an unnecessary and deeply personal affront. At minimum, he expected fairness from people he respected." E! News has reached out to a rep for Combs as well as Netflix and 50 Cent for comment, but has not heard back. Back in July, Combs was convicted on 2 prostitution-related offenses, but acquitted of sex trafficking and racketeering charges in his sex trafficking case, and in October was sentenced to 50 months in prison, plus 5 years of supervised release and a fine of $500,000.